Okay, welcome back to rectification of errors. Now, what we'll do is we'll solve out of the last 4 papers. Okay, 4 attempts of CA Foundation new scheme has been completed. So, first it is June 2024. Then we had September 2024. Then we had Jan 2025. And then we had May 2025. In these 4 attempts, we will see if there are any questions from rectification of errors. If there are any questions, we'll solve all of them. Clear? Now, this is your most recent one, May 2025. See, May 2025, they have actually asked one question for 10 marks. They have actually asked one question for 10 marks in May 2025. Now, following errors were found in the books of XYZ. Give necessary journal entries to correct them. Clear? Till now, we don't know whether we can use suspense account or not. Let's go towards the end of the question. There also, we don't have anything. So now, what assumption are you going to take? Following errors were found in the books of XYZ. Give necessary journal entries to correct them. Anywhere they didn't tell you that it is next year. Anywhere they didn't tell you that trial balance is not yet prepared. The most common assumption is that trial balance is prepared. 90% of the time, errors, we notice errors when trial balance is prepared. So we are going to think that it is stage 2 unless we get more information about any other stage. Clear? So, no need to write assumption. As we go writing the rectification entries, no, we will get to know. Okay, which stage it is. If they give us any extra information. No, not required. At last, we'll finish everything. If you don't get extra information, then it is 100% assumption, right? Then we'll write this assumption. Otherwise, starting will not come to any conclusion. Now, in the exam, how we are going to write? We'll write it exactly like that. Now, first of all, it is May 2025, correct? May 2025 paper. Now, tell me one thing. In exam, are you going to write correct entry, wrong entry, rectification entry? No. In exam, you have to write journal entries in the books of. Correct? You are going to write journal entries in the books of. In whose books? XYZ. Journal entries in the books of XYZ. So you have to maintain the journal format. Clear? You have to maintain the journal format. Now, where will you do the correct entry, wrong entry and all if you want to check? You will do it in the working note. So you will maintain working notes over here. You will maintain working notes. Correct entry, wrong entry you will write, and rectification entry directly you will write in the solution itself. Is this clear? That is if you want to write the correct entry, wrong entry. If at all you can crack it without even writing correct entry, wrong entry, you can go ahead with that. No issues. Clear? Now, first one. A purchase of goods from R amounting to 10,000 has been wrongly entered through the sales book. Purchase of goods from R has been wrongly entered through the sales book. First, what should be the correct entry? Purchase account debited 10,000 to R account 10,000. Is that correct? Purchase account debited to R 10,000. Now, what about what is the wrong entry? They have written R account debited 10,000 to sales account 10,000. Is that correct? Now, what should be the rectification entry? Purchase account has to be debited because it is not debited. Then, sales we have to remove. So, sales account also will be debited. Then, to R will be double effect. Why double effect? Because instead of credit, they have done debit. So, you will go and write first one, purchase account debited 10,000, sales account debited 10,000 to R account 20,000. To R account 20,000. Over here, we didn't have the need of suspense only. Clear? Till now, we didn't have a need to see whether we need suspense or not. So, next one, second. Furniture purchased for office use amounting to 25,000 have been entered in the purchase day book. What is the correct entry? I'm going to show it over here. Correct entry is furniture account debited. How much? 25,000. Furniture account debited 25,000 to what? Can I write it as cash? They said purchase day book, right? So you're going to write it as to creditor 25,000. What is the wrong entry? Purchase account debited 25,000 to creditor 25,000. Now let's discuss the rectification entry. Did they debit furniture? No. So you have to debit furniture. Did they credit creditor? Yes, it is done. So we don't have to bother about it. There is a wrong debit over here. So what we should do? Credit it. So the rectification entry becomes furniture account debited. Furniture account debited 25,000 to purchases account 25,000. Rectification only. Rectification only. Okay, I hope it is clear here. Third one. Next, we'll go to the third one. Minor repairs to furniture account amounting to 1,500 were debited to furniture account. Minor repairs. When you purchase the furniture, if there is any expenditure, you add it to furniture. After that, when you repair it, small expenses, these are revenue in nature. So directly you will write repair account debited. Correct? Third entry should have been, correct entry is repair account debited 1,500 to. Did they tell it is paid? Okay, but repairs, usually we assume that it is paid only. We don't have a creditor for it. So you can just write repair account debited to cash account 1,500. What is the wrong entry? They have passed the entry furniture account debited 1,500 to cash account 1,500. Is it clear? Now, what has happened over here? Instead of repair, they have put it into furniture. So repair is not debited. So debit repair. Furniture is wrongly debited. So remove it. So go and write repairs account debited 1,500 to furniture account 1,500. Repairs account debited 1,500 to furniture 1,500. Next, fourth one. So you can see 10 are there for 10 marks. 10 rectifications for 10 marks. 10 errors. Now, wages amounting to 3,000 paid to workmen for making office furniture had been charged to wages account. Can you see opposite of that? Previous one was revenue. They took it as capital in nature. This one is capital in nature. They took it as revenue in nature. Clear? So now, what kind of errors are these? These are errors of principle. So fourth one, you are going to write. What is the correct entry here? Furniture account debited. How much did they pay? 3,000 to cash account 3,000. Clear? What is the wrong entry? Wages account debited 3,000 to cash account 3,000. Wages account debited to cash account 3,000. Clear? Now, so what should be the rectification entry? Furniture account debited to wages, because you have to remove wages. So write the rectification entry. Furniture account debited to wages account 3,000. Is it 3,000? Yes. Let's go further. Fifth one. Now, tuition fees for proprietor's son, owner's son, correct, 25,000 has been debited to audit fees account. Wow. Owner's son, what they paid, right? They put on your head. Owner's son, they did not put on your head. Owner's son tuition fees, what they paid, right? They put it on your head. Now, what is the correct entry for this? Drawings account debited to cash account. How much is drawings? 25,000. What is the wrong entry now? They have charged it to what? debited to audit fees. Audit fees account debited 25,000 to cash account. So again, it is a similar type of error. Drawings is not done. So you have to do the entry for drawings. Audit fees is wrongly debited. To remove wrong debit, what should we do? Credit it. So you're going to write drawings account debited to audit fees 25,000. I hope it's clear. I hope you're writing. Okay, next one, 6. In case you miss something, I'll give you time to write later, okay? Now, 6th one. An amount of 10,000 due to Mohan, which had been written off as bad debt in the previous year. This is the place where you got stuck yesterday. Remember, was unexpectedly recovered and has been posted to the personal account of Mohan. When you recover bad debt, yesterday we discussed this in detail. What is the correct entry for this? Cash account debited to bad debts recovered account. Cash account debited to bad debts recovered account. How much did they recover? 10,000. What is the wrong entry they have passed? What is the wrong entry? Unexpectedly recovered and they have posted it to the personal account of Mohan. So there you are going to write cash account debited 10,000 to Mohan 10,000. So what is the rectification entry now? Mohan is unnecessarily there. Remove Mohan. So Mohan's account debited to bad debts recovered. So you're going to write Mohan account debited 10,000 to bad debts recovered. Bad debts recovered account 10,000. Is it clear? Any doubts with this? Now, next one. 7. Goods costing 7,000 and sale price being 10,000. Distributed as free sample among prospective customer were not recorded anywhere. Advertisement, right? Okay. The correct entry for this should be advertisement expenses account debited to purchases. I think in our basics we have discussed this, right? Free samples. Advertisement account debited to purchase. Now how much? Not 10,000. No, always it is taken at cost. So advertisement expenses 7,000 to purchases 7,000. Clear? Are you clear with this? Now, what is the wrong entry? What is the wrong entry? They have not recorded it at all. So you should be very happy, right? Wrong entry is no entry. So what should you do? You should just record it. Clear? We can't do copy paste. You have to write. So the entry will be advertisement expenses account debited 7,000 to purchases account 7,000. Advertisement expenses account debited to purchases account 7,000. Clear? Now, 8th one. Literally every rectification is fetching you 1 mark here. 10 marks, 10 rectification entries. But they have not complicated it. All are regular study material entries only. Goods amounting to 1,000 returned by a customer G and company were entered in the sales daybook and posted therefrom to the credit of his account. First of all, let's think of what is the correct entry for goods returned from the customer. Yes, sales return account debited to name of the customer is given G and Co. G and Co. How much is the amount? 1,000. Sales return to G and Co. 1,000. What is the wrong entry? Posted to the credit of his account. Entered in the sales daybook and posted therefrom to the credit of his account. What is the error here? See, goods amounting to 1,000 returned by the customer. Sales return. Entered in the sales daybook. There is error. See guys, there cannot be a situation where there is no error. You know why? Because they said following errors were found. We are not finding errors. They have found the errors. So we are rectifying. The error is there. You can never come to a conclusion that there is no error. Is this clear? So goods amounting to 1000 returned by customer is sales return. Now what did they do? They entered in the sales book. If they enter in the sales book, actually entry should have been G and company account debited to sales. Do we have these kind of errors already in the study material? Yes. Clear? So you are going to write to sales account 1000 to sales account and posted there from credit to the credit office account. So compensating error, we have seen this. So to G and Co account 1000 to G and Co account 1000. Clear? Sales return is not done. You have to do it. Sales is wrongly credited. So you have to remove that. So sales return also debit. Sales also debit because you have to remove the sales. First time you are coming across suspense in this question. Till now there is no use of suspense only. So you are going to write 8th one. Sales account debited. Is it 1000? And sales return account debited. Is that also 1000? To suspense account. First time we had the requirement of a suspense account. Clear? Otherwise, all the other entries we didn't need suspense account only. So now let's go to the 9th one. 9th one, a bill of exchange received from SS and Co for 10,000 had been returned by the bank as dishonored and had been credited to the bank and debited to bills receivable account. Okay. Now people in class, you guys have not yet done the bills of exchange chapter yet. So let's just discuss it as a new thing. Okay. What should be, people who have already done bills of exchange, what should be the correct entry for bill which is discounted and dishonored? Are you getting this? See, it is returned by the bank as dishonored and has been credited to the bank and debited to bills receivable. Now, tell me one thing, when can a bill be returned by the bank? If it is discounted with the bank. Okay, so what should be the entry for this? What should be the entry for this? Debtor account debited, because debtor becomes debtor again. And debtor we call debtor as drawee. Okay, debtor account debited 10,000. Is this 10,000? Debtor account debited 10,000 to bank. To bank account 10,000. But what have they done? Credited to bank, no problem. But they have debited it to bills receivable. So they have written bills receivable account debited 10,000 to bank account 10,000. So what should be our rectification entry? Debtor account debited to bills receivable account. Debtor account debited 10,000 to bills receivable account 10,000. The last rectification entry. A bills receivable of 2,500 was passed through bills payable book. The bill was given by Jack. Oh, what is the correct entry? Bills receivable. Correct entry is bills receivable account debited. What is the amount? 2,500 to, we know the debtor's name now. So to Jack account 2,500. What did they do? They entered it in the bills payable book. So they have passed the entry Jack account debited 2,500 to bills payable account 2,500. So now bills receivable is not done. We should do it. Jack is not credited. Instead of that, Jack is debited. So we have to credit Jack double now. And this bills payable has to be removed. So bills payable has to be debited. So now the rectification entry will be bills receivable account debited 2,500. Bills payable account debited 2,500 to Jack account 2,500 plus 2,500 is going to be 5,000. This is the rectification question which was asked in May 2025. Clear? Okay, guys, Jan 2025, there is no question from rectification that is asked. May 2025 we just solved. Jan nothing. September 2024, they have asked one 4-mark question. Just one 4-mark question. And they have told Pass necessary journal entries to rectify the following errors using the suspense account. Very clear, direct it is. And 4 mistakes, 4 marks. 4 mistakes, 4 marks. Okay. Now, let's write in our notes. This is September. Okay, so there was no question in what do you say, Jan 2025, but there is a 4-mark question in September 2024, and they have asked us to pass journal entries to rectify using suspense account. Clear? So let's write September 2024, and it was asked for 4 marks. 4 marks. Okay. Now, journal entries in the books of whose books? Have they told you the name of the person? No. Just leave it blank. Journal entries in the books of. Clear? Now, goods of the value of 500 returned by Mr. A were entered in the sales day book and posted therefrom to the credit of his account. 1C. Question number 1C. September 2024. Okay, so we need correct entry, and I am also giving you the wrong entry. Clear? If you can skip this in the exam, you can skip this. If you're so thorough with it, you can skip it directly. It will save a lot of time. Okay, first one. What is the transaction here? Goods of the value of 500 returned by A. Goods returned by A. What should be the entry? Sales return account debited 500 to A's account. 500. What is the wrong entry? Entered in the sales day book and posted from there to the credit of his account. I think we just saw this kind of an error. So entered in the sales day book. So you're going to write to sales account 500 and then posted to the credit. So to A's account 500. Clear? Now to rectify this, sales return has to be debited. A's account has to be credited twice because you have to remove this. Sorry, A's account is correctly done. Sorry, A's account is correctly done. So sales return has to be debited. Sales has to be removed. So sales also has to be debited. And the credit will be to suspense account. So the first rectification entry over here will be sales account debited 500. Sales return account debited 500 to suspense account 1000. Suspense account 1000. Second. Okay, second one. 250 entered in the sales return book has been posted to the debit of Mr. R who returned the goods. What is the correct entry for sales return? Sales return account debited 250 to R's account 250. Is that right? Correct. What is the mistake? They have posted to the debit. They have posted to the debit of R. So the mistake is sales return account debited 250. R account is also debited 250. Is that right? So now the rectification entry will be sales return. There is no problem. R has to be credited. Instead of that, it is debited. So R has to be credited double. So you're going to write suspense account debited 500 to R's account 500. Why are we crediting R 2 times? Once we are crediting R to give the correct effect. Once more we are crediting R to remove the debit which is there. So we are crediting R double 500. Clear? Third one. A sale of 700 made to Mr. Q was correctly entered in the sales day book but wrongly posted to the debit of Mr. S as 70. Wrong person, wrong amount, everything. Clear? So now, sale of 700 to Q. What should be the entry? Q account debited 700 to sales account 700. Is that right? Now, what is the mistake? Sales, there is no problem. So you're going to write to sales account 700. What is the mistake here? Entered in the sales book only, but posted to the debit of S, wrong person. So they have written S account debited 70. Wrong person, wrong amount. S account. See, posted to the debit of Mr. S as 70. Clear? Now, it should have gone to Mr. Q. What should be the rectification entry? Q account has to be debited, not done at all. Not done at all. Q account has to be debited. Sales is done, no problem. S is wrongly debited. To remove that, we have to credit. And whatever difference is there, it has to go to suspense account. So, we are going to write Q account debited 700 to S account 70. Are you getting a difference here? Yes. So, you're going to write to suspense account 630. I hope it is clear. There shouldn't be any problem with this one. Fourth one. The total of discount allowed column in the cash book for September amounting to 350 was not posted. We had an exact replica error in the study material. Discount allowed column in the cash book. That is, discount has not been posted. Total has not been posted. That means it has not gone to discount account. So what should be the correct entry for discount? Discount allowed account debited. How much is the discount allowed? 350. To whom? To whom? Array, discount allowed. That means there is no cash. Discount allowed to debtor account 350. What is the wrong entry? No. The wrong entry is to debtor 350 has happened. Total has not gone. Total will go to discount allowed account. That has not gone. So you have to record this total 350. So now we will go and write discount allowed account debited 350 to suspense account 350. That should be it. 4 marks, 4 entries. Okay, now the last examination question of new scheme which we are going to solve for rectification of errors is June 2024. This was the first attempt of new scheme. June 2024. Can you see 2A is the question and they have asked it actually for 12 marks. 10 entries are there, 12 marks they have asked. You are required to pass journal entries with narrations. With narrations they have asked to rectify the above errors. Now, narration you will be able to write. You know why you are rectifying. You are writing the narration. I am not going to write the narration now when we are solving. Just write the narration when you are writing in the exam. Now here, the trial balance of Mr. Sarvesh Kumar as on 31st March did not tally and the difference was posted to suspense account. On a scrutiny of the books, the following errors were detected. Which stage are we in? First stage, second stage, third stage? Second stage, okay. Huh? Scrutiny means they went through. They inspected, they cross-checked. That time they found these errors. Okay, this is your June 2024. And it was asked for only 12 marks. Only 12 marks. So imagine, if at all, in the books of Sarvesh Kumar, journal entries in the books of Sarvesh Kumar. Question number is 2A. Question number 2A. Ready, guys? Okay. Now, only 10 are there. First one. The total of the sales written book for January 2024 has been casted short. Casted short. Did we have these kind of errors regularly? Yes. First, correct entry. Wrong entry. First one. Total of which book? Sales written book. So what should be the entry? Sales return account debited. How much? 1000 to debtor account 1000. What is the wrong entry? What is the wrong entry? The total has been cast short. Total will always affect only that particular ledger. So here the wrong entry is to debtor account 1000. Clear? What is missing? Sales return is not done. So you will pass the rectification entry and your rectification entry will be sales return account debited 1000 to suspense account 1000. Clear? I hope this is not a problem. Let's go to the second one. Freight paid for installation of machinery 6500 was posted to the freight account as 5600. Did we have this error? Copy paste directly from the study material. Okay, now tell me what is the correct entry here? Machinery account debited. How much? Machinery account debited how much? 6500. To what? 6500. What is the wrong entry? Instead of putting to machinery, they have taken it as freight, but they have taken it as freight and they have also taken the wrong amount. So you're going to write freight account debited to cash. How much? 6500. There is no error with that, right? 6500. So what should be the rectification entry now? Machinery is not done. Machinery is not done. So we have to do that. Machinery account debited and cash, no problem. Freight wrongly debited. We have to remove that wrong debit. So now the rectification entry will be machinery account debited 6500 and remove that freight. So you're going to write to freight account 5600. Is there a difference? Difference you will write. Sorry. So you're going to write to suspense account 900. Let's go to the third one. Next one. Okay. Goods of the value of 2500 returned by a customer were entered in the sales day book and posted therefrom to the credit of his account. Third time we are seeing this. Many times it has already been seen in the study material. Third time we are seeing this. Okay. What is the correct entry for this? Sales return account debited to debtors account. And how much is the amount? Amount is 2500. And what have they done? They have recorded it as sales. So you're going to write to sales account 2500. But luckily when they posted to the credit of his account. So it is to debtor 2500. Now can you see over here? This is solved. That is correctly done. This is not done. Sales return, that we have to do. And sales is wrongly credited. So we have to remove that as well. So my rectification entry will be sales return account debited 2500. Sales account debited 2500. Sales return not done. Sales done unnecessarily. To suspense account 5000. Clear? Next. Fourth one. 18,000 paid for purchase of old motorcycle for personal use of Mr. Sarvesh Kumar was debited to conveyance account. Old, new, whatever it is. If it is purchased for personal use, it is going to be drawings only. So what is the correct entry for this? Drawings account debited. How much? 18,000. To what? To what? Paid. To cash account. 18,000. What is the wrong entry here? Conveyance account debited 18,000 to cash account. 18,000. Now, guess what? The same thing was there in study material. Same thing was there in study material. So the rectification entry now will be drawings account debited 18,000 to conveyance account 18,000. Clear? The fifth one. Fifth error. Purchase of 6,700 has been posted to the creditor's account as 6,000. What is the correct entry? Purchase account debited. How much? 6,700 to creditor account 6,700. What is the wrong entry? Golden rule of rectification. What they did not tell is always correct. They did not talk about purchase at all. They only spoke about creditor. So purchase account debited 6,700 to creditor account 6,000. To creditor account 6,000. Now tell me one thing. Creditor, did we credit him less or credit him more? Credit him less. So we need to credit it. So our rectification entry will be suspense account debited 700. The difference between 6,700 and 6,000 to creditor account 700. Clear? 6. The sixth one. Receipt of cash 5,000 from Mr. Avinash was posted to the debit of his account. Tell me what is the correct entry for receiving money from Avinash. Cash account debited how much? 6,000 to Avinash account 6,000. Is this the correct entry? What is the wrong entry? Wrong entry is posted to the debit of his account. Oh, sorry, not 6,000 guys, 5,000. Not 6,000, 5,000. Was posted to the debit of his account. So, cash account debited 5,000. Avinash also debited 5,000. So, now the rectification entry. Cash, no problem. Avinash, instead of credit, we have done debit. So, what should we do? We should credit him double. We should credit him double. So, we are going to write suspense account debited 10,000 to Avinash account 10,000. Suspense account debited to Avinash account 10,000. I hope it's clear. Next, seventh one. A check for 2,500 received from Mr. Alok had been dishonored and was posted to the debit of Mr. Ashok. Tell me the entry for check dishonored. We have done it a couple of times already. So, whose check got dishonored? Alok. Check received from Alok had been dishonored. So what should be the entry? Alok account debited to bank account. Alok account debited to bank account 2,500. What did they do? It is posted to the debit of Ashok. So they have passed the entry Ashok account debited 2,500 to bank account 2,500. Just remove from the wrong person, put it to the correct person. So the entry should be what? Alok account debited to Ashok account. Alok account debited 2,500 to Ashok account 2,500. Alok account debited to Ashok account. Is this clear? Done? Okay. Now eighth one. Sale of 8,500 to Mr. Deepak was recorded in the sales book correctly. Okay. But while posting in the ledger, credited to his account. What is the correct entry? Deepak account debited. How much? 8,500 to sales account 8,500. Clear? Now, what is the wrong entry? Posted to what? Credit of his account. So they have passed the entry to sales 8,500 and they have also written to Deepak 8,500. So what should we do? We should remove Deepak, right? And we should write Deepak account debited 17,000. Double it. So the entry will be Deepak account debited 17,000 to suspense account 17,000. Ninth one. Total of discount allowed column in the cash book for the month of December 2023 amounting to 3,800 not posted. Many times they have already told this. Huh? What? Slowly, yeah. This has been repeated for the 5th time. The total of discount allowed column in the cash for the month of December 2023 amounting to 3,800 was not posted. Total not posted will affect which account? Discount allowed account. What is the correct entry for this one? Discount allowed account debited 3,800 to debtor 3,800. What is the mistake? They have only done to debtor 3,800. Discount allowed has not been posted. So the rectification entry will be discount allowed account debited 3,800 to suspense account 3,800. So in this, no, everything is not 10 marks. Maybe some entry they have actually in the marking system they have kept little extra because total marks are 12, right? Everything is not, sorry, not 10 marks. Everything is not 1 mark. Yeah, narration is there, yes, but narration in totality it gets 1 mark. There is no mark for narration. Entry is for rectification. If you don't write narration, they might cut mark. But just by writing narration, you're not going to get anything extra. Clear? Sale of old office table 2,200 treated as sale of goods. Yes, what is the correct entry here? Cash account debited to furniture account. How much? 2,200. What is the wrong entry? What is the wrong entry? Cash account debited 2,200 to sales account 2,200. Can you see it is treated as sale of goods? So what should be the rectification entry? Remove the sale and put that furniture correctly. So you're going to write sales account debited 2,200 to furniture account 2,200. Correct. Now, the fear of rectification was simply, right? You can see, right, what they are asking in the exam. Whatever is there in the study material. Similar kinds of errors only they are asking. So, but you have to understand the concept of those errors which are there in the study material. Clear? So, whether it is stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, you should be able to solve. If it is stage 3, just remember about that P&L adjustment part. Clear? So, as a chartered accountant, you cannot tell that you don't know rectification of errors. It will be a joke. Are you getting my point? In the name only you have accounts. So, if you are telling I don't know rectification of errors, it's a joke. And anyways, you have seen that the chapter is also easy. So, with that, we are done with rectification of errors. We'll meet tomorrow. Bye.